Welcome back, Covenant fans. For the average Covey fan, they would probably know very little about the governing structure of each race within the Covenant Empire, both before, during, and after its fall. Well, today, we begin a new series detailing the government structure of each Covenant race in the history of the Halo universe. To kickstart this new series, we'll be diving into the government structure of the Sangheili species. So without further delay, let's get right into it. The Sangheili are splintered into numerous feudal, meritocratic states, led by a Kaidan and a council of elders. Each state is governed under a single clan residence and assembly house, known as a keep. There are usually a number of client keeps belonging to different clans under the leading keep's rule, though the state's elders will assume the Kaidan's clan name as a title, signifying their position, regardless of the name of their own family keep. Kaidans are usually elected by their elders, though on some remote colonies such as Ranello, the title can be inherited from father to son. Once a Kaidan has taken office, any elder who disagrees with the crowning of the new leader can send assassins to kill him, or challenge the Kaidan themselves, as a form of testing whether the new leader is worthy of leading the clan. Should the attack fail, the responsible elder will be executed immediately, along with his family. However, should the Kaidan be killed, the elder and his family go off unpunished. The title of Kaidan is a lifelong position, so the next Kaidan is crowned only after the current Kaidan dies. In accordance to Sangheili tradition, only males can attain the title of Kaidan. The states on Sanghelios vary greatly in terms of size and wealth, ranging from small, rural ones like the state of Mdama to urban city-states like Antam. Sanghelios is host to hundreds of different keeps competing for power and influence by utilizing both politics and martial force. Long before the Sangheili took to the stars, they were once led by arbiters, a title that was part king and part judge. The arbiters of old were immensely powerful and skilled warriors who ruled over all Sangheili clans. At one time, the entire state of Kivro was ruled under a tyrannical arbiter judge king. However, this arbiter was eventually overthrown by a coalition of Kaidans known as the Swords of Sanghelios. The arbiters continued to lead their species even after the Sangheili had colonized dozens of other worlds, and would later lead the Council of City-States, Sanghelios' main governing body. Even after the rise of the Covenant Empire, the Arbiters still retained power over the Sangheili and even became heads of the Covenant military. This lasted until the fall of Fal Chavami 2,000 years later, in which he rebelled against the Covenant religion. The Arbiters then became agents of the San Shayum hierarchs in the hope of regaining their lost honor. During the age of the Empire, the Sangheili were governed by the Covenant High Council, consisting of 200 Sangheili and Sanshayum counselors. While the Sanshayum counselors had extensive political background, the Sangheili counselors were former high-ranking military commanders due to their militaristic culture. The Covenant High Council effectively governed the Sangheili until the Sangheili High Counselors were assassinated by Jero Hanai under the orders of the High Prophet of Truth in 2552, starting the Great Schism. When the Empire fell following the death of Truth at the hands of the Arbiter Thel Vadam, the Sangheili had no unified government to lead them in the post-war era. This gave way to the rise of warlords attempting to seize power. This resulted in a civil war that has lasted over 6 years, known as the Bloody Years. Within this time, the Arbiter consolidated the strength of his supporters and founded the third incarnation of the Swords of Sanghelios. Within the next 5 years, the Swords had gained support of a majority of Sangheili colonies, and by 2558, they effectively became the formal government of Sanghelios. The Swords of Sanghelios are currently governed under a Grand Council of Kaidans, with the Arbiter acting as the formal head of state. With these great leaders, the Sangheili might know a peace they hadn't known for decades, and forge a new destiny among the stars.
Galileo no me cada